I'm so grateful and happy that I was able to get this surgery. It changed my life. It completely changed my life. So yeah, the scar goes all the way down up until like right here. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm back with another video, and today I would like to share with you guys something that you may have not known about me. A lot of people do know. Maybe if you've been following me for a long time and you just like know my background and you just know everything about me, then maybe you do know, or maybe like you looked at my website, or I don't know. Maybe you do know, maybe you don't know, but I would like to talk about it and kind of discuss it more in depth so people could understand it, I guess, a little more, because this is, a lot of people don't understand exactly what scoliosis is. So let me just start from the beginning of this whole thing. Basically, in a nutshell, when I was 11 years old, I got spinal fusion surgery because it was medically necessary. It was kind of a life or death situation for me. I had severe scoliosis. Now, I know a lot of people don't really understand what scoliosis is, or like what causes it, or you know, just so many questions about scoliosis. There's just so many people that don't know anything about it, and I'm here to kind of raise awareness for it and educate people on what scoliosis is, because it is something that could definitely be fatal. Basically, scoliosis is a disease that causes your spine to be curved. So your spine, you know how usually a spine is straight and you have a straight back. When you have scoliosis, your spine is curved. It could be either way, left or right. It could be in an S shape, a C shape. It could be super severe. It could be super mild. Now, scoliosis is actually a lot more common than people think. You can definitely live your life and, you know, be okay and never think about it, never look any different with a case of mild scoliosis. But when it does get to, I believe severity starts when it's over 40 degrees. Because when you do an x-ray, if an x-ray is necessary, they will measure how many degrees of a curve it is. And the severity starts when it's super severe, or, you know, is getting bad, I guess you could say. It's when it's over 40 degrees. My curve was 65 degrees. So yes, it was beyond the 40 degrees, you know, that would make it severe. And let me start from the beginning, okay? So my dad has scoliosis, and he has a severe case of it. Now, scoliosis for the most part is hereditary, and it just happens. It happens pretty much the year of when you go through puberty. So for girls, it'll happen the year you get your period, most times. I'm not saying every time, but this is usually the most common time of your life that you realize that, well, you have scoliosis and it's a severe case. So for girls, it'll happen the year you get your period. For boys, it'll just happen when they're going through puberty. You know, so for me, it happened when I was 11 years old, because that was when I got my period. And literally, it's something that is so just random, and it just happens to you. Now, I didn't really understand what was happening. Although I knew that my dad had scoliosis, the thing is, scoliosis is like a new, it's not new, obviously, but it's like people are just now starting to be more educated on it, and people are just now starting to get like surgeries for it, and like it's just now starting to become, I guess, more normal to get surgery to correct it. So when my dad was growing up, it was really, not only was it not common to fix it, but it was actually a risk to fix it, because technology, doctors, everybody they just weren't, I guess, up on it enough for it to be extremely safe, like how safe it is now. So even when it happened to me, I wasn't able to talk to my dad about like, whoa, like what's going on, because, you know, even he didn't know. Like, we were all so, in a way, uneducated or ignorant to what scoliosis was. But I did know that, you know, it happened to me. So I'm 11 years old, I'm in 6th grade, okay, it's my first year of middle school, and randomly, pretty much scoliosis happens to me, you know, and it's a severe case. So it really just put a damper on my self-confidence. I'll put a picture of my x-ray right here. You can see the before, which is how my back looked when I was 11 years old in 6th grade. And then you can see the after, which is how my back looks now after surgery. You can see that there is a rod in my back, and I'll explain that soon. I'll explain why there's a rod and what that means. But you can see that now my back, my spine is straight, and it's because I got the spinal fusion surgery for it. Now, I'm gonna go into all of the details of my surgery experience and everything that happened to me and how crazy that year was for me and how scary that year was for me. Now I'll even show you guys my scar. I know a lot of you guys have seen my scar, and you guys were wondering, like, what is that on my back? So I will also explain that as well. So let's get into the story. I didn't know if I was gonna die. I didn't know if the surgery was gonna kill me, or if I'm just handicapped for the rest of my life. Like, I literally did not know what was gonna happen to me. So I started to do doctor's appointments because it was just clear that there was an issue with my back. I had scoliosis, my spine was curved. It was very much noticeable. It put a damper in my self-confidence. I would wear jackets and book bags every day. And let me tell you, I grew up in Miami, okay? I grew up in Miami. I basically, from being born to being 18 years old, I lived in Miami. And it's hot as hell. Okay, so for me to be wearing a jacket year-round says a lot, and it shows you how bad I felt about myself and how much I was trying to cover up the issue. So I had close friends, like maybe 3 close friends that knew about it. Literally no one else knew about it. And I'm gonna be honest, I was popular. I was popular in middle school, and I did, you know, for people that are wondering, I thought you were homeschooled. So I did basically up to 9th grade in public school. After my 9th grade year, that's when I homeschooled because I started getting into acting more and just became too busy, basically. So I homeschooled. But before that, I was in public school, and I was very much, you know, very social, and I was very active, and I was a cheerleader, and I had a lot going on. So for me to have this disease, you know, was so shocking to my peers, I guess. But anyway, so my close friends knew about the issue. Even when, you know, a few times they would let me hold their jacket, or, you know, they were definitely helpful and supportive. But of course, you know, we're all 11 years old. I don't really know what's happening to me. Of course, they don't understand it. They're just here for support. It was just a very hard time. But I started to do doctor's appointments while I was in 6th grade, and of course I kept it quiet. No one knew about it but my family and my mom, and, you know, whatever. I started to do doctor's appointments, and, you know, you go through so many appointments until you get to the surgeon. You know, the surgeon's the important one. So I was basically referred all the way, I did so many appointments all the way up until I was referred to a surgeon. And it got to that point because I saw an orthopedic doctor, which basically that is a doctor that is for kids, and they are for like bones, you know, bone doctor, you feel me? So I'm so happy that, you know, we went the right route just from the beginning, because there's a lot of people that don't even understand scoliosis to the point where they go to a chiropractor or somebody that knows nothing about it. I'm just gonna be honest. You need to go to a specialist because it is a disease that is special to specifically what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's not just you can't just go to a regular doctor. You just can't. I've been to regular doctors as well, and they totally don't even understand my situation. So you have to go to a specialist, somebody that understands and that has studied the spine, period. So I'm just so happy that from the beginning, you know, my mom did her research and just took me to where I needed to go. And finally, when I got to the surgeon, it was like the scariest day of my life when I found out that I have to get spinal fusion surgery. So I found out that, you know, that was the first day actually that I saw my x-ray. I had never seen what my back looks like. I knew that it wasn't gonna be pretty, but I did not know that it was gonna be that bad. I'm gonna be honest, I did not expect it to be that bad. I don't know what I expected really, but just not that bad. you know. So when I saw it, it was so hard to take in. And for him to say, you know, pretty much surgery is my only option at this point, it's kind of we need to quickly act on this. This is serious, you know. So imagine being 11 years old and hearing, oh, we need to fix this now. Like, this is, you have no choice. Like, this is something that you have to do. Like, this could be very fatal for you in the future, or this could make you handicapped for the rest of your life. Like, hearing that at 11 years old is so much to take in, but it's of course what we needed to hear. But it's so much to take in because it's like, wait a minute, am I dying? What's going on? Like, am I gonna die? Or this surgery, I mean, cool, I need the surgery, but can I die during surgery? You're touching my spine, can I be paralyzed? Look, there's so many questions that I had, and even my mom had. So it was just a really, really scary time for me. We did enough research and we talked to enough people to know that this was the best option for me, because there is actually no cure for scoliosis. So that's what I was gonna get into with the rod in my back. So there's no cure for scoliosis. There's only a way to, in a way, correct it, in a sense. Like, you can fix it. You can fix what is medically necessary and the physical, you know, aspect of everything, but there's no actual cure for it. So basically, I have a rod on my spine that is keeping my spine straight. So I'm gonna put the picture right here again so you guys can kind of get the visual. So the rod that's on my spine is kind of acting as braces, you know, that you would put on your teeth, but it's braces that I can never take off, because if I take it off, then my back will go right back to how it was. Basically, my spine has scoliosis. You know, I still technically have scoliosis. Although my spine is straight, I have scoliosis. It's no cure for it, and the only way to correct it is to basically get the surgery where they open your back up and they put a rod there. They basically, it's so scary. And that's another thing. I actually looked at YouTube videos of it. I don't know why I did that, but you know, I was so curious and I did it before I got the surgery. I shouldn't have did it. I was that didn't make anything any better. But what they do is, you know, they take your curved spine and they straighten it, and they literally put rods, you know, steel rods in it to keep it straight, and then they close you back up. So I have to keep these rods in. My spine would go right back to how it was. That is just the way my spine is. There's nothing that will cure this. The great thing is that surgeries like this exist, and you know, for the sake of fixing it, it's fixed. You know, I don't really have anything to worry about at this point. I'm fine, you know, and I'm so grateful and happy that I was able to get this surgery. It changed my life. It completely changed my life. It literally, God, I don't want to get emotional, but if I hadn't gotten spinal fusion surgery, I don't know if I would be alive today, if I would be handicapped, who I would be, what I would be doing, where I would be. There's so many questions and possibilities of what could have been that I don't even want to know or explore, because I got the surgery, thankfully. And it's so, it's such an expensive surgery. It runs like $100,000 and up. So if you don't have insurance, that can be an issue. It's an accomplishment to say that you were able to get a surgery of this caliber. It's something that you should be congratulated on. It's an amazing accomplishment. Like, that's the only way I could describe, you know, how lucky or thankful or blessed I am, I guess. Just because it is scoliosis is a big deal. And I know a lot of people, they, you know, like I said and mentioned a few times before, they don't understand scoliosis. Maybe they feel like, it's just scoliosis, it's nothing. Or, you know, there's levels to it. You know, a lot of people have mild scoliosis that you'll never have to worry about. It'll never bother you, whatever. And then when it gets to the severity level, it is a big deal. You know, scoliosis is just as fatal as any other disease. Obviously, it's not contagious, so you don't have to worry about, well, you have scoliosis. Like, it's not all of that, but it is just something that is incurable, and only spinal fusion surgery will correct it, period. There are so many theories, so many remedies that people think will fix scoliosis, but if it is severe enough and if it is medically necessary, surgery is necessary. And I am an advocate for spinal fusion surgery because, like I said, it changed my life like never before. You can follow my scoliosis support group on Instagram at Scully Warriors. And basically it's just a community of scoliosis warriors, which is what I call them, whether you have scoliosis that hasn't been corrected yet, whether you've had the surgery, or whether you just don't know what's going on with your back. You can always follow that account and talk to somebody, whether it's me or somebody else. We're all very active. Somebody will answer you, you know, you're not alone. I felt really alone when I was 11 years old and I did not know what was happening. So I figured, you know, I'm going to be that person that reaches out to people, and I'm going to be that person that talks to people, or that person that, you know, you might want to talk to if, you know, you think you're going through this. I also take pride in doing charity work and like helping raise money for people's surgeries because, like I said, it is an expensive surgery, and if you are not able to get this surgery, whether you don't have insurance or whether there's another reason, whatever the reason is, I want to be the person that helps because I feel so strongly about this topic, and I could talk about it for hours, but I'm not going to make this video hours long. I just want to be that person. So, you know, I want to definitely make Scully Warriors a bigger deal and like do charity work and just really do this thing. I'm gonna set up some like charity events that in LA and Miami, you know, when I visit my hometown. So I'll let you guys know, like I'll definitely let you guys know what's going on, whether it's a walk, a run, just an event that you can come through, whether it's a party and then like you just pay at the door and it all goes to scoliosis, like whatever the case is, I'm gonna let you guys know and definitely keep you guys posted. But yeah, I know a lot of you guys have requested to see my scar, so here it is. Wait, gotta make sure that I'm in the camera. Okay, I want to share with you guys that I have a tattoo that says the date that I got my surgery in Roman numerals. So this is the tattoo. A lot of you guys don't know about this tattoo, okay? But this is basically the date that I got my surgery in Roman numerals. And this green ribbon right here at the top is the symbol for scoliosis awareness. But I want to show you, I can't even see the camera. I want to basically show you how my back looks. It's a scar that goes all the way down, like literally. It literally goes all the way down. Can you see? I can't even see if y'all see. So yeah, the scar goes all the way down up until like right here. I'm just so grateful for it though. And that is what is up with my back. That's the story time. That's what I have to say about it. If you have any questions below, definitely just comment below. Let's have a conversation, you know. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about scoliosis more. Let's raise awareness. This is a big deal. Let's talk about it, you know. So I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching this video. It means so much to me. I hope you understand a little bit more about who I am and what I went through. I'm so happy that you guys know this side of me, this piece of me now. Let's get this video to 2,000 likes. So smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe to me if you haven't already because it's lit over here, obviously. And thanks for watching.
It's Friday. Thank God, little homie, it's Friday. Let me get it.